It starts small, one push, one step, one rep. Momentum doesn't begin with a roar. It begins with a whisper. It begins when you decide that doing something is better than doing nothing. When you choose action over excuses. You won't feel powerful at first. You'll feel awkward, clumsy, uncertain. But then something happens. Your body adapts. Your mind sharpens. Your spirit begins to trust you again. And suddenly, the things that once felt impossible start to move. That's momentum, the silent force behind every victory. Momentum is invisible. You can't see it. You can't touch it. But you can feel it building inside you. It's what separates dreamers from doers, talkers from conquerors. Momentum is discipline in motion. And once it's moving, it doesn't stop easily. The problem is most people never build it. They start, stop, restart, and quit again. They wait to feel inspired, forgetting that inspiration is the result of movement, not the cause. You don't find motivation. You build it by showing up when it's least convenient. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small, slow, and fragile. But with each turn, with every layer of snow it picks up, it grows heavier, faster, unstoppable. That's you. Every small win, every repeated habit, every consistent day is a layer of momentum adding weight to your purpose. But here's what most people miss. Momentum doesn't just come from action. It comes from continuity. It's not about doing a lot once. It's about doing a little 1,000 times. The repetition that feels boring is the rhythm of mastery. The discipline that feels mundane is the foundation of greatness. Momentum doesn't ask for talent. It asks for time. It rewards those who stay in motion even when progress feels invisible, because invisible progress is still progress. One day, all those quiet days, add up to something the world can't ignore. Tom Bilyeu said, "The game you're playing is one of momentum. Once it's rolling, it's hard to stop. Once you start building real momentum, everything gets easier. Discipline feels lighter. Habits stick faster. Energy multiplies. Because momentum is nature's reward for consistency. But momentum is neutral. It doesn't care what direction you're moving in. You can build momentum towards success or destruction. If you keep making excuses, skipping days, feeding laziness, you're building momentum in the wrong direction. That's why you must be intentional with your energy. Every decision adds weight to one of two sides, your strength or your weakness. And once momentum starts working against you, it's hard to reverse. Discipline keeps your motion aligned with your mission. Discipline keeps you moving forward when emotion tries to pull you back. Momentum isn't built on motivation. It's built on movement. And movement doesn't always look like progress. Some days it's ugly, chaotic, just you dragging yourself through the mud. But every step counts. Every ounce of effort matters. Even when you're not proud of how you showed up. The fact that you showed up is the victory. Ed Milet said, "You're not always going to feel like it. Do it anyway." That's how momentum is built. You don't need fire every day. You just need friction. Friction against laziness, against excuses. Friction creates movement, and movement creates results. The warriors you admire aren't superhuman. They've simply mastered the art of never stopping completely. Even when life hits them hard, they move an inch forward. Because they understand the secret. An inch forward is infinitely better than a step backward. You can't control everything, but you can control your motion. That's your power. That's your leverage against stagnation. When you move, you shift your energy. When you shift your energy, you shift your mindset. And when your mindset shifts, your life follows. Momentum is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you've kept your word to yourself. It's that feeling you get after a week of showing up consistently. You start walking differently. You start talking differently. You stop doubting and start deciding. But you must protect your momentum like your life depends on it. Because it does. It's fragile in the beginning. One missed day turns into two into a week into I'll start again next month. That's how most people lose the war. Not with a bang, but with small, quiet compromises. You have to become the kind of person who refuses to lose traction. You have to say, I don't miss twice, everyone slips, but warriors don't slide. They catch themselves, course correct instantly, refuse to let one mistake turn into a mindset. Bedros Keuilian said, discipline is doing what you must do, even when you don't feel like it, especially then. That's how momentum is protected. When you feel like quitting, go small, but don't stop. When you feel unmotivated, simplify, but keep moving. When you're tired, slow down, but don't sit still. You don't have to move fast, you just have to move forward, and that's how you finish the year strong. Not with bursts of energy, but with consistent motion. Not with grand gestures, but with quiet persistence. Momentum rewards those who keep going when others take breaks. This is the final stretch of the year, the part where most people coast. They tell themselves, I'll start fresh next year, but that's not you. You're not built to coast, you're built to climb. These last few months, this is where your future self is forged. What you do now determines how you start next year. If you lose momentum, you'll spend the first quarter rebuilding. But if you keep it, you'll hit the new year already in motion. That's why now matters more than ever. Don't just crawl to the finish line. Sprint through it. Don't just survive the year. Dominate it. Lewis Howes said, success is built on momentum, not motivation. Stop waiting to feel inspired. Build the force that never fades. Wake up with purpose. Execute with precision. Move with intention. And when the noise of doubt creeps in, drown it out with motion. There's nothing louder than consistent progress. Nothing more convincing than quiet action. Nothing more powerful than momentum. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. And habits are momentum made permanent. You are what you repeatedly do, not what you occasionally feel. The disciplined subconscious mind doesn't care about your feelings. It only listens to repetition. Keep repeating excellence until it becomes instinct. Even if you don't see results yet, trust the process. Momentum moves slow, then suddenly, one day, everything feels stuck. Then overnight, everything clicks. That's not magic. That's accumulation. That's the reward of refusing to stop. This is your reminder. Don't lose your momentum now. Not in the final quarter. Not when you're this close to rewriting your year. This is the time to push harder. This is the time to double down. This is the time to show yourself what consistency really looks like. You are not behind. You are not late. You are in motion. And as long as you keep moving, you are winning. Momentum doesn't need noise or hype. It needs one thing, discipline. And that discipline, when repeated daily, turns into dominance. So keep going. Even if no one claps, even if no one sees. Momentum doesn't care about attention. It only cares about action. The year is ending, but your story is not. Keep your head down, your heart steady, and your feet moving. Because motion is life, and stillness is surrender. You've built too much to stop now. Keep pushing. Keep grinding. Keep building that silent force that changes everything. Because when you own your momentum, you own your destiny. Welcome to No Excuse Network, where consistency is power, and motion never stops. Call to action. If this message woke something up inside you, don't stop here. Subscribe to No Excuse Network, where we build warriors through discipline, motion, and mindset. Keep moving, keep growing, keep building momentum, until nothing can stop you.